I'm so moody, but I'm not moody. All that bipolar I don't agree with because I stay the same, and I don't suffer from depression. I may get in a deep, serious state of pain, but I don't suffer from depression. And life has got me beautiful. And the key to anyone who suffers from demons of the mind, they call it mental illness in the world, but it's demons of the mind and the spirit. The key to it is prayer and scripture. That's what gets me off. So I'm just sharing what I know that I know for a fact that works. I ain't talking about a theory that they say and what I hear and analyze and all that. I know for a fact. Prayer and scripture. That's what gets me through. And just keep on pushing. That's what gets me through life. And knowing there's a better way and there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So if you're doing a dead end job and the workers are against you and the supervisor's coming down hard on you, you stay there, start searching, you find something else, then you have a choice. Then you let it go. Go to the next venture, then God says, wow, that wasn't living. That ain't living. Where you was at? And it's never, God doesn't want you, when you're doing something constructive, to better yourself and to pay your bills and a livelihood, He don't want you to suffer for it. No one should suffer on the job. No one should suffer to go, if they're going to church to learn or to get the spirit, you shouldn't suffer. That's the key to living, good living. Don't suffer. I'm not a motivational speaker, but I just want to be sharing and let you know what works for me will work for you too if you use it right. Everybody has something. Beauty comes from within. Read that scripture, you start looking pretty. If you're a woman, if you're a man, you start looking handsome. And pray with a good, clean heart and sincerity. It works. I'm serious. All you have to do is keep pushing, keep believing, have faith, and know He's the father of the universe. The universe is a big place. There are different planets, like the moon. Particles of the planets, the moon. Yeah, different moons too. Yeah, the sun, like it sets over here, then it's over in Japan, where it's night here and it's daylight in Japan right now. So, just remember that. Like, yeah, I have everything to live for. I know I've been in bondage. I've had a complete stranger just look at me and grin me and force herself on me. And then I made a baby with him. And guess what? She's immaculate. She has her ways, like every human being. But she's immaculate. She doesn't have a way. She has a temper. And it takes understanding to know where she's coming from. Like it takes understanding to know where I'm coming from. And then if you run across something that brings you down, go away from it. Yeah, it's like positive and negative force. Get away from it and pray. Keep pushing in positivity force because He's omnipotent, the universal Father. Omni-most, potent, powerful. Omnipotent, most powerful. And I learned that word at LUO. If I didn't learn anything else at Liberty Online University, I learned omnipotent. And I learned about Pontius Pilates. He was a judge that okay Jesus to get crucified. But what our Father knows best, and He gave His Son to the world. You and me could live, as Chetty says. That's how much He loved us. You see, when they went back, was He there? No. 3 days later, He rose. That's the resurrection. So I'm comparing that to my book. I wrote that book in 013. So what? This is 021. 7 days it took to make the world. 7 years it took for me to explore and flourish and launch my book. There's nothing happens overnight. Just remember that if you're suffering. But you don't have to endure long suffering. You have to look at the tunnel and make up your mind and walk on faith or make a better way, and then you have a choice. If you want a security net, everyone doesn't feel comfortable with their walk to just say, oh, I'm leaving. So what you do is use what you get and what you've learned in life to make a better way. That's what I do. Seriously. I got my grandkids over here. Never thought I had some beautiful grandkids like this. I love them. They're the apple of my eye. She is beautiful. She's strong now. She's not taking a razor lesson on. She's strong, cock strong. She is strong and a good mom. She had to come from somewhere. I seen it from somewhere. I took in the positive and let out the negative in my parenthood for what I seen in my household growing up as a kid. I know a man provides. I learned that from who? big man, Jerome Burks, and who, James Arthur. I took out the negative in them and looked at the positive. I learned that they have girl talks, father and son talks. James Arthur said, Tanya, don't go local. Hey, she was local, but Terry was local, but I didn't go that way. I'm by myself. I don't have a baby father. Thanks, James Arthur. I want a provider. Or, that comes in every sense of the word. Provide love, care, warmth, got your back, tightness, unity, something, wisdom. To provide that. Because I'm doing like ways I can provide for myself financially. With him, he does it all through people. He's working through zebras. Even though I do a fit, the tantrum as Alan says, but I still came down to earth and realized I worked hard at it and don't give up. Stick it out. So that's what I'm saying. You either stick it out or get on, move it out. And that's the key to success. And I'm feeling successful. I am, and guess what? I feel like he's got a protection aura over me. Look at that moon, you can learn something. That rainbow at night, it's a song somebody made. That's what my girl Simone told me. I forgot what she schooled me about it, but it's the word for it. When you see the aura around and the clouds are hitting together, and it's like a rainbow at night, that's beautiful. Study the solar system. Take your man to a higher horizon. Yeah, look at the solar system, the different planets, different moons. You'll learn something. If you tired of the same old sun, take yourself up on a higher level. And you feel good. Yeah, it's true. And I ain't smoking no marijuana. I ain't drunk no liquor, no rum. And I drink black whiskey. I do. When I want to, you can get a big old gallon of it for $19.99. Because all you drink it can last a long time. That rum is good too. The Cruzo German rum that Alan introduced me to, $19.99, $23. Lasts a long time, but it didn't last me long because I got in that tub, did the video, drunk that shit straight, said and felt good. You gotta know what your system can take. If your system can't handle it, don't take it. Don't put it in it. You wake up with a hangover, head spin, don't do it. It didn't do it for me. I like rum, I like Canada House, I like whiskey. That's the type of girl. I'm old school. That's what my system is. I like 1800. I like old timers. I gets off on that P-funk like that, and I gets off on juke joint style. Cause my grandfather had a juke joint, and I know he loved me. My grandfather, Jerome Burks, and he had a pickup truck like the one I got, rusty dusty pickup truck, and he had a towing company, and it was red. So that's why I know through his love I received that pickup truck, and the young lady got work through her. At Coldwater Rainbow Motors. Forgot her name, but she was sweet pie. So, I'm just sharing my experience so you can have a good experience. No one wants to be happy alone on earth. Still good people out there, and I'm one of them. I want everybody to be happy. I know I can't tell you the world. This is Gail told Oprah. And I know I can't, but I can have an influence and a positive effect. God works miracles. I'm feeling very, very positive today. And I want you to feel positive and get out that rut. And I'm not an evangelist because I'm smoking cigarettes. And it's not a good example. You're not supposed to put that into your temple. But I'm not perfect and I'm a work in progress. So, I love George Walker Bush. I'm going to love him. He could be my enemy. He could be my friend. But I'm going to pray for him. I'm gonna pray for Condi, cause she showed me you gotta get on your knees. You gotta beg for the joy. That belongs to another woman. You gotta cater to the ego. Candy, I ain't mad at you, girl. You do Candy, you fuck me up, girl. You said fuck it. Sure, that fuck me up. I thought this was Candy don't give a fuck. She love that man. And Lord just smile and content, don't care, so he pleases both women. This is bad shorty. Now he got me looking at him. Mike that thing on this jazz. I'm looking, you gonna go somewhere else. I'm bad, dude. Hey, it's cheaper to keep. What picture of them. Man, I just realized they got kids. Y'all call PhD ass hustle. Yes, George. Yes, George. And Lord sophisticated ass hustle. Just smile like a laugh out here. And eyebrow cold there and smile. We're here laid, every strand in place. Man, there's nice material coat on and a brooch on with it, and Herbert on Scarface and I got the world swinging from my nut. Hey, Herb's a pimp. And the damn feels good feed the ball. Call Herbert, they boost me up. Scarface ain't no joke. This man playing tricks on me. There's an omen in the sky. That's my omen in the sky. What was I say? Come here, Johnny. Come on, walking. It took me to the color worm and say, she was scared of the sun. Why was it in the sky with the sun? I want a black one. That girl was scared. I was laughing. It took me. I kept on walking. But if I'm courage, I'm brave. So I embrace the scary. Somebody need to embrace Linda Wade. That boy's scary. But I got scared the shit out of my religious ass. I ain't religious, I'm spiritual, I'm biblical. I said, should I run? Take over that crazy one? Should I live with a hole in me? I ain't put that bullet in me. I ain't going to like clean the teeth and set it off. Oh, what happened? I took off right above what was a cat. I had to give it to him. There's everybody question. It's called this sunlight. Bush is the man, and hey, he ain't in the clan.